Bachelor in Paradise complaints at all-time high. Fans done. August 19th, 2025. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bachelor Nation News fans. Fans had high hopes for Season 10 of Bachelor in Paradise. The popular spin-off went on pause after Season 9 ended in 2023. The show made some big changes to bring in viewers, but the changes had the opposite effect. Many longtime Bachelor Nation fans are done with the show after the latest twist. The complaints are at an all-time high. Keep reading for more on what people are saying about the flop season. Bachelor in Paradise ruined by new twist. The Bachelor franchise seems to be really struggling in the last few years as other dating shows pop up. The ABC franchise hasn't changed much in format since it premiered in 2002. Meanwhile, Peacock's Love Island USA and Netflix's many dating shows have brought in massive ratings. But fans thought Season 10 of Bachelor in Paradise could revive the stale franchise. Skipping a year gave the show more former contestants to choose from. However, most of the contestants were from the two most recent seasons, Jen Tran's Bachelorette season and Grant Ellis's Bachelor season. Neither of those seasons was great. The one big name on Season 10 was Dale Moss. Unfortunately, his behavior toward Kat Izzo has turned viewers off who once considered Dale a fan favorite. Contestants aside, there's a bigger problem with Season 10. As host Jesse Palmer said in a recent episode, Bachelor in Paradise is no longer a dating show, it's a competition. The network threw in a $500,000 cash prize for the one couple. Bringing money into the mix brought out the worst in the contestants. Love the Bachelor franchise and have been watching for years, but this season of BIP is just not it. I want to see people getting engaged after 6 weeks, not fighting over money, one fan wrote on social media. Another added, been done when they turned it into knock-off Love Island on network TV. Pointless rose ceremonies. But perhaps the biggest sin of all is Bachelor in Paradise is boring, at least according to viewers. The rose ceremonies are a tradition in the Bachelor franchise, but even that has been ruined by the format change. The couples that are together now are stuck together for the rest of the season if they want to change at the prize money. One annoyed fan asked, what is even the point of spending airtime on these since none of them are going to switch? Another echoed the sentiment. The rose ceremonies used to be so good when people were torn between two choices. Instead of the traditional rose ceremonies, the couples are voted out as a group. The one thing Season 10 got right was bringing in the golden contestants, but the show fumbled that too. The only senior couple left as the season finale looms is Kathy Swartz and Keith Gordon. I don't even think they realize the damage they're doing to the Bachelor franchise. One Bachelor Nation fan wrote about Season 10. Do you think Bachelor in Paradise is a total flop this season? Sound off in the comments.
Bachelor in Paradise has been the messy, sun-soaked, guilty pleasure of the Bachelor Nation. The tequila-fueled hookups, tear-streaked breakups, and dramatic rose ceremonies on a sandy beach were once the perfect recipe for must-watch summer TV. But as the latest season winds down, fans aren't just frustrated, they're furious. Viewers across social media claim the show has reached an all-time low, with endless complaints about production manipulation, stale storylines, recycled cast members, and a lack of genuine love stories. The phrase "fans done" has been trending on X, formerly Twitter, for weeks. What happened to the show that was once the wild, exciting cousin of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette? The honeymoon years. When Bachelor in Paradise debuted in 2014, it felt like lightning in a bottle. Unlike the stiff, buttoned-up format of the flagship shows, Paradise promised something wilder: a tropical island, a rotating cast of familiar faces, and a second shot at love for fan favorites and villains alike. Fans flocked to the chaos. The open-ended structure meant contestants weren't chained to one lead, giving way to unexpected couples like Jade Roper and Tanner Tolbert, who are now married with kids, often cited as proof that Paradise worked. Season after season, viewers tuned in, not just for romance, but for the drama, the messy triangles, the midnight confrontations, and the explosive finales. But now, those glory days feel like a distant memory. When production took control. The turning point, according to diehard fans, came when production began to overproduce Paradise. Instead of letting natural connections form, producers allegedly started forcing love triangles, scripting drama, and even withholding contestants to create cliffhangers. Reddit threads overflow with complaints. It feels like everyone's just here for Instagram followers now. The drama feels staged. I miss when people were actually shocked at rose ceremonies. It's the same recycled faces. Where's the fun? By season 9 and 10, Paradise wasn't the escape it once was. It was predictable, heavy-handed, and, for many, downright boring. The cast problem. Another source of frustration, the cast. Instead of new, dynamic personalities, fans argue that Paradise is recycling the same contestants from previous seasons, often the ones who caused the most drama on The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. This, many believe, has backfired. Rather than rooting for fresh love stories, fans feel like they're watching the same influencer auditions on repeat. Take Justin Glaze, who has appeared multiple times in Paradise. While he's a fan favorite, even his supporters admit the charm wears thin after 3 beach appearances. Susie Evans, another returnee, was hyped as a fresh start, but viewers slammed her storyline as forced and repetitive. Instead of excitement, fans are asking, why are we still watching the same people who've already had their shot? Romance replaced by reality TV tricks. At its heart, Paradise was supposed to be about love, but many argue it's no longer delivering genuine relationships. Yes, there are still engagements and breakups, but the authenticity feels gone. Instead, the show leans on gimmicks, like bizarre challenges, unnecessary guest hosts, and heavily edited storylines designed for shock value rather than romance. Fans complain that the show has become a parody of itself. Endless crying montages, overblown villain edits, pointless cliffhangers that lead nowhere. One viral TikTok summed it up: Paradise used to be messy fun, now it's just messy TV. The social media effect. A major factor fueling complaints, social media. In earlier seasons, contestants entered Paradise relatively unknown. Now, most arrive with hundreds of thousands of followers, sponsorships, and personal brands. Viewers argue that cast members are more focused on screen time and Instagram deals than genuine connections. When every kiss feels like it's staged for a TikTok highlight reel, the illusion of romance breaks down. A fan on X posted, "They're not here for love, they're here for FabFitFun codes." The post received over 30,000 likes in a day. A season of complaints. This season, complaints had an all-time high. Editing woes. Fans called out obvious continuity errors, with outfits not matching, conversations chopped mid-sentence, and scenes rearranged. Unnecessary filler. Entire episodes felt padded with bloopers, recycled dates, and irrelevant storylines. Lack of payoff. Promised explosive drama often fizzled into nothing. By mid-season, hashtags like Cancel Paradise and Bachelor Nation Done started trending. Even longtime fans admitted they were hate-watching. Ratings don't lie. The backlash isn't just online chatter, it's showing up in ratings. According to industry reports, the latest season of Paradise hit its lowest numbers ever, with millions tuning out compared to earlier years. The franchise once dominated summer TV. Now it struggles to hold attention against streaming platforms and TikTok dramas that feel more authentic than what Paradise delivers. Executives at ABC are reportedly panicked. Can the show survive another season? Fans speak out. To understand the frustration, we reached out to fans across multiple platforms. Here's what they said. Sarah, 29, Reddit user. I used to live for Paradise. I hosted watch parties. This season, I stopped halfway through. It's unwatchable. Luis, 34, Twitter user. It's the same influencer types hooking up, crying, then breaking up. Nothing feels real. Jenna, 24, TikTok creator. I made content every week about Paradise, but views dropped because no one cares anymore. Even fans are over it. The verdict is clear. The audience feels betrayed. What went wrong? So how did we get here? A combination of factors. Overproduction, too much manipulation, not enough authenticity. Stale casting, recycling contestants instead finding fresh faces. Social media culture, contestants treating the beach like a brand-building stage. Loss of romance, drama overtaking love stories. Viewer fatigue. After nearly a decade, the formula feels tired. Put simply, the magic is gone. Can Paradise be saved? Despite the chaos, not everyone thinks Paradise is doomed. Some fans suggest drastic changes. New casting rules, ban multiple-time returnees, and focus on genuine newcomers. Less producer interference, let relationships form naturally. Cut the filler, tighter episodes, fewer gimmicks. Authenticity first, showcase real love, not staged drama. Others believe it's too late. The audience has moved on, and Paradise may go the way of other reality TV relics. The future of Bachelor Nation. What does this mean for the larger franchise? If Paradise can't survive, the ripple effect could hit The Bachelor and The Bachelorette too. Those shows already face declining ratings and rising skepticism. Some speculate the franchise might pivot to streaming, reinventing itself with shorter, edgier spin-offs. Others wonder if we're witnessing the slow collapse of Bachelor Nation altogether. Fans done, or just threatening? Here's the twist. Fans say they're done, but are they really? Reality TV has always thrived on love-hate relationships. Even when audiences claim to be over it, curiosity often pulls them back in. The outrage itself fuels engagement, which is exactly what keeps these shows alive. So maybe the complaints at an all-time high aren't the end. They're just another chapter in Paradise's messy, complicated legacy. Paradise Lost, or Paradise Reborn. As this season closes, one thing is undeniable. Bachelor in Paradise is at a crossroads. The complaints are louder than ever, ratings are down, fans feel betrayed. But in the unpredictable world of reality TV, anything can happen. A bold reinvention could bring Paradise back to its glory days. Or, like a failed rose ceremony, the franchise could walk off into the sunset, leaving only memories of once was. For now, though, one message rings clear.
The sun
across
was setting
Bachelor
over the
Nation.
golden beaches of Mexico, painting the sand in hues of orange and pink. But inside the confines of Bachelor in Paradise, fans weren't seeing a tropical paradise. They were seeing drama, disappointment, and an avalanche of complaints. Season 10 of the popular ABC reality series had ignited more social media fury than ever before, leaving devoted viewers questioning their loyalty to a franchise that once promised romance, laughter, and genuine love. The complaints started small, tiny gripes about editing choices, minor grievances about rose ceremonies, or the usual fan theories. But as the season progressed, those gripes morphed into full-blown outrage. From awkward coupling to shocking rejections, from manufactured drama to questionable contestant behavior, the backlash was deafening. The unraveling of Paradise. Week by week, the social media chatter intensified. Fans who once delighted in the playful antics of BIP couples now took to Twitter and Instagram with hashtags like #BIPScandal, #FansDone, and #ParadiseGoneWrong. Memes proliferated, some showing contestants glaring at each other, others featuring dramatic captions like, "When your fake love story hits your screen." The core of the frustration seemed to stem from a recurring pattern. Viewers felt that producers were sacrificing authenticity for entertainment. One viewer tweeted, "I used to watch for love stories. Now it's just fights, misunderstandings, and recycled drama." Another added, "The editing is so manipulative, it's impossible to tell who actually likes who." Fans weren't wrong to feel cheated. Multiple contestants who had seemed genuine in their initial appearances were suddenly depicted as schemers, flirtatious manipulators, or opportunists. And it didn't stop there. Social media erupted when a much-loved fan-favorite couple was abruptly separated due to a sudden rose ceremony twist. Many argued that the decision was purely for ratings. The fan-favorite fallout. Perhaps the most controversial moment came during Week 5. Contestants Justin Glaze and Susie Evans, viewers' ultimate dream couple, were torn apart during a dramatic rose ceremony that fans called shocking and unnecessary. Clips from the show went viral, showing Justin hesitating, Susie in tears, and the host casually announcing a twist that nobody saw coming. Viewers were furious. Across Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit, the hashtag Justice for Justin and Susie trended for days. Memes poked fun at the host's seemingly indifferent demeanor, while fan videos speculated about behind-the-scenes manipulation. In online forums, passionate debates raged. Was it real drama or manufactured tension? Did producers manipulate the rose ceremony to create a social media storm? Fan outrage wasn't limited to just this incident. Across episodes, similar patterns emerged. Contestants suddenly switching partners with minimal explanation. Tense confrontations edited to appear more dramatic than they actually were. Pity roses awarded and rejected in ways that seemed cruel and humiliating. A particularly infamous scene involved a contestant receiving a rose and reacting with what producers framed as indifference. Fans argued that it was a simple misunderstanding blown out of proportion. The clip went viral, with commentary ranging from humorous memes to sharp criticism of the show's moral compass. Social media goes berserk. Social media was the lifeblood of fan interaction for Bachelor in Paradise, but this season it became the battleground. Instagram stories were filled with reaction videos, TikTok users recreated the infamous twists, and Twitter threads dissected every moment. One viral TikTok caption read, "Me watching BIP Season 10, are we here for love or for chaos?" Another user posted a side-by-side comparison of fan reactions from previous seasons versus this one, highlighting the steep decline in joy. Even celebrities and former contestants weighed in. A past BIP star shared their disappointment, hinting at backstage tension and hinting that not everything you see is what actually happened. Fans interpreted this as validation. Perhaps the paradise viewers once believed in was now an illusion. The producers respond, sort of. In a rare interview, an executive producer addressed the backlash. "We love our fans and value their opinions," they said diplomatically. "Reality television is about storytelling, and we strive to create moments that are both exciting and engaging. We understand that sometimes fans feel disappointed, but our goal is always to entertain." Fans were unimpressed. The response seemed like a generic PR statement, failing to acknowledge the depth of frustration. One fan tweeted, "Entertainment at the cost of authenticity isn't entertaining. We watch for love stories, not a scripted soap opera in swimwear." The long-distance drama effect. Adding fuel to the fire, the season heavily focused on long-distance relationships post-show, creating endless speculation. Updates about who was still together and who had already split dominated fan discussions. Every Instagram post, every TikTok, every cryptic story became a source of intense scrutiny. Fans began sharing memes like "Bachelor in Paradise, the long-distance torture edition." The obsession with post-show drama sparked a larger discussion. Were fans watching the show for genuine love stories or for gossip about failed relationships? Many admitted reluctantly the latter was more addictive than the former, even as they criticized the show for it. The Pity Rose debacle. No season of BIP is complete with the infamous Pity Rose, but this year it became a flashpoint. Week 3's Pity Rose rejection scene in particular drew outrage. A contestant who had been shown crying after receiving the rose was edited in a way that made it appear humiliating. Fans shared hundreds of reaction videos, with commentary ranging from sympathy to anger. Some viewers even staged online petitions demanding changes to the show's editing practices. While no official response was issued regarding the petitions, the incident became emblematic of a season many considered too harsh and manipulative. Fan psychology. Why so angry? Why had fans suddenly become so vocal? Experts in media psychology point to several factors. Emotional investment. Reality TV viewers often form strong parasocial bonds with contestants. When these bonds are disrupted through twists or manipulative editing, emotional reactions can be intense. Social media amplification. Platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter allow fans to collectively vent, creating viral moments of outrage. Expectation versus reality. Longtime viewers expected romance, heartfelt connections, and entertaining but wholesome drama. This season, they felt those expectations were betrayed. One psychologist explained, "Fans invest emotionally in reality TV the way they do in literature or film. When storylines feel manipulated or inauthentic, the betrayal feels personal." The season's legacy, a warning for producers. As Season 10 approached its finale, the question on everyone's mind was, had BIP pushed too far? Ratings remained strong, but fan fansmet suggested that loyalty could be waning. Social media polls showed growing discontent, and forums were flooded with posts declaring this might be my last season. Even if ratings held steady, the season would be remembered for fan outrage rather than romance. Contestants who were once adored now faced backlash, producers were criticized for manipulation, and the show's credibility was under the microscope. Paradise or pandemonium? Bachelor in Paradise had long promised a dreamy escape, a place where love blossomed under the sun. But for season 10, Paradise had become pandemonium. Complaints were at an all-time high, social media buzzed with outrage, and fans expressed frustration louder than ever before. Yet despite the backlash, the show remained compelling. Viewers couldn't look away, even if only to see the chaos unfold. In some strange way, the outrage became part of the allure, a guilty pleasure of witnessing emotional turmoil in the sun. And so, while fans may be done with certain aspects of the show, the conversation continues. Memes are shared, posts are written, and TikToks are created. Bachelor in Paradise may have lost some of its innocence, but it had gained a new reputation, a season of shocking drama that fans won't soon forget.